the company overview, what is Experior, how we can help others, those type of things we are going to share today. And if you are a brand new and you are looking this on the very first time, please do not worry about it. If you have any questions, anything, please write down those questions. And if you have a time, we'll go through. If not, the person invited to you, you can ask later on those questions. Sounds good? So if you do not understand some of the language, no worries, don't stress out yourself, okay? Because the person who invited gonna present and answer your questions. But if you already know about some of the stuffs, it will be the practice for you and you'll implement it, use it, how you're gonna present in future to your future prospect or anyone who wants to know about business. Sounds good? Are we ready? Yes. Okay. My voice is not that much loud like other day because I'm having little bit, cold under weather, whatever you guys name it. But I'll try my best to keep you awake for next 1 hour. And if you all focus, if you all pay attention, I'm pretty sure you will learn something new. I'm pretty sure you will get some valuable knowledge. Sounds good? So do I have permission to move forward? You ready? Okay, awesome. So let's move on the business overview. So Experior, do you guys have you heard the name Experior before? Yes, some of you. You heard the name? You may not heard the name, right? So if you heard the name, that's fine, awesome. If not, no worries. That's what we're gonna talk today. Sounds good? So the first thing what are you gonna do is how we do it. So this is our business structure, and this is how we're gonna do it. Okay. So look at here on the right hand side, there is a brand new person. For that brand new person, I was there in some time of in last like in 2019, I was there. Okay. Somebody give me the hand and support, keep continue until I became independent. So this is how we do it. So any brand new people, what are you gonna do? We give a hand, we lift them, we train them, we develop them, and make them independent. We'll hold you, we'll train you, we'll develop you, we'll support you until you become independent. This is how we do it. Sounds good? So the second thing is who we are is we are the MGA. We call it Managing General Agency in Canada and Managing Insurance Marketing Organization in USA. We founded in 2014. We are pure Canadian company. And the good thing is we just crossed over 8,000 licensed associates across Canada and the great United States. And we are growing, right? Every day. We are the first Canadian company that moved to the south of the border, so to the USA. And this is our head office in Canada, Gulf, Ontario, and our USA head office is in Buffalo, New York. So the Canadian company started here, pure Canadian, moved to the USA. And what is our future goal? We're going to talk on the next slide. So before I go on our future goals, I would like to share that our mission statement is building financial foundation. Means any houses you build, where you start from? From the foundation, from the bottom, where you put most of the time, most of the energy, and most of your money, right? So what we do is we building financial foundation for family to empower them, to educate them, to teach them today, and leave a legacy for tomorrow. So we just don't help the family for today, we help them today and leave a legacy for tomorrow. That is our mission statement. And as I said before, in order to do the business, we need a license in this country, right? Especially the financial industry is highly regulated and highly monitorized the institution. So we have a license to do the business all over the Canada, all state in USA and Puerto Rico as well. What is our future goal? We want to go to the globe. We want to be the globally company. Already, going more than one company is considered global, but we want to go to the other company as well, probably the Mexico, maybe the India or Philippines or Thailand, right? maybe one day in Nepal too. So we are growing constantly. And Hinoki is laughing probably, one time, one day in Eritrea too, right? So you never know. So let's move forward with that. Is we understand a little bit about the company, pure Canadian company, already gone global, helping the families foundation. Now you may think that, okay, what do you guys do? Right? So we're gonna talk more about that. What type of solutions we provide to the family. The first thing is protection of the paycheck and maintaining the lifestyle. So look at here this way, the Canadian economy, you go to the work, make money, you pay the bills. You go to the work, make money, you pay the bills. Is that true or true? Everyone have the same situation? So look at here. In case you cannot go to the work and cannot make the money, your all bills are free, right? So Superstore gives you the free grocery. Your landlord gonna say, okay, no worries, stay here for free until you find the job. Isn't that true? That is not true, right? Either you make the money or you don't make the money, your bills will not stop. How many of you agree? So what do we do on the first thing? What we provide services is we want to make sure your money income source is protected. We want to make sure that because why? Either you make the money or not, you need to pay the bills. You need to pay the bills. You need to pay the grocery. Isn't that true? So for that, what is more important? Paying the bills is more important, or securing how money comes is more important? Securing is more important, right? So that's what we do so that in case anything happen, you maintain the lifestyle. Your family maintain the lifestyle. That is more important, right? So if you are a farmer, making the pond is important. At the same time, securing where the water is coming is more important, right? If the water is not coming, how are you going to do the farming? Same thing in our life, same thing in our finance, right? So there are some vehicle like life insurance. I don't know you guys heard about it, but I heard it when I came to Canada. Disability insurance, critical illness insurance, health and dental, super visa, and final and final insurance. Those are the vehicles, okay? Those are the vehicles we use to protect your paycheck and maintain your lifestyle. How many of you guys heard about those things? Probably many of us, right? But how many of us know exactly or in detail knowledge so that you can use for your benefit and for your family benefit? So I'll give an example. Life insurance, I pass away, my family get money so that they can pay the bills. Disability insurance, I broken my leg, whatever happens, I fall asleep, I can't go to the work, money keep coming until I go back to the work. Critical illness insurance, we are lucky in Canada. I go to the hospital if I need to admit for 6 months, no bill. But do you think government will pay my rent? Government will pay my insurance bills, the mortgage, the property tax. Who pay the bills? Because I'm in hospital for 6 months. Luckily, no bill for the hospital. But what about at my house? What about at my regular bills? No one gonna pay. So I need to make sure critical illness is there. Same thing, drug and dental, super visa when parents come, right? And this country, I didn't know that until like I joined financial industry. Even though in my back home, if I pass away, people comes, all the villagers for free, the funeral is done. But here, even though you pass away, you need to have a money to complete your funeral. Isn't that true? So you got to plan for that one. The second thing what we do is we go to the work, we make the money, our hard-earned money. If we do not invest and grow our hard-earned money, what will happen? Do you guys know the inflation? Because of the inflation, your value of the money keep decreasing or keep increasing every year. Keep decreasing every year, right? So $100 value next year probably became $96 or $95, depending upon the inflation. So what do we need to do to come out from that? We got to invest and grow your hard-earned money. Otherwise, your money value goes down, right? So there are so many vehicles where we can invest and grow the money. Okay, so look at those vehicles. Who develop those vehicles? Bank develop? No. We develop? No. Who develop it? Government of Canada. And let me ask you the question, if we all retire today, okay, let's say we all are 65, white hair, we are with this chick, and we met on the Tim Horton. Oh, he have already white hair, okay. Anyway, so let's eliminate that. So let's say we all retire today, okay. Whatever here, like 60 people in the Zoom and about 20 here at office. Let's say we all 80 retire today. Do you know how much pension we get from the government? Probably 1800, 2000 max, right? Do you think is that enough in, to run the family, to enjoy the life at retirement? We work hard. Why? We want to enjoy at retirement. Is $2,000 is good, lots of money to enjoy? No. And government of Canada also knows that this is not good enough money. That's why they developed this vehicle for you and me, where we can invest the money and grow in 10, 15, 20% potentially rate of return. Isn't that true? But how many of us are utilizing those vehicles developed by the federal government so that we can grow our money and utilize, implement at our retirement? How many of us know? Not many of us, right? How many Canadian is using? How many Canadian are, or how many American are implementing those vehicles for their benefit? Not much. That is the second thing we're going to do. And the third thing is a referral program. We cannot do everything by ourselves. So we have partnered with some of the great companies where we just go to the link, put name, phone number, email ID. They will call and they will set up the plan. They will provide the service and we get money, right? So what are some of those services? Is mortgage, the HELOCs, you guys know collateral loans or HELOCs, home and auto insurance, commercial insurance, pet insurance, everyday banking, saving and checking account, credit cards, right? So everything we have a partners. We have a referral program where if I go to the system, if you guys log into Experior, click learn and click unlicensed link, all the things are there. The net laws are there, the debt medic are there. So many great partner we have there. So they call and say, hey, my name is Madhav. I get referrals from Arun, and you are looking for a mortgage. Here I am to support you when I can set up the meeting, right? So they work beside behalf of us. We make money just by referring. Sounds good? And the last one is additional services that in our life, whatever we have achieved, okay? So in our life, whatever we achieve, in case I pass away, there's two things I want to focus on the last additional services. I work hard. I bought the house. I have a bank balance. I have a couple assets here and there. I have an investment. In case I pass away, I want to pass all of those things to my kids. Number one, no tax or less tax. Number two, no legal hassle. This is how I want to pass away. I want to pass those assets to my family. What about you? Do you want to pass the same way? Or you let them figure out and they find the lawyer, they go to the court, they fight. If I die without will, I have a house, I have a car, everything. My wife need to go to the court and say that Madhav Dulal is my husband. She need to prove, get a lawyer, pay the estate fee. Some state have like 1 to 5% fee. If I have $1 million, imagine 5% fee. She need to pay upfront as a cash. Find the lawyer, go through the private process. It takes 6 months to 2 year, 3 year in some cases. Okay, if somebody have the side affair or something, it takes like longer period of the time. So do you want to do that, or do you want to just make a paper, the proper documentation, so that all your asset goes to no legal hassle, less tax or no tax? What do you want in your life, or what do you want for your family? The first one, no legal hassle, no tax or less tax, or the second one, leave everything on the cloud? What do you want? The first one, right? So for that, we need to do a paperwork, and you and me gonna do it together for your family. Sounds good? So in short term, those are the four things we provide solutions to the family. Let's summarize again. The number one, protection of the paycheck and maintaining the lifestyle so that you can continue maintain the lifestyle. Number two, we invest and grow the money and prepare for the retirement, right? Because the government provided retirement funding are not sufficient. That's the reason government created those vehicles. What is the third thing is we partner with some of the great company who provided the services for the family. The fourth thing is whatever we have achieved, we want to make sure we do the proper documentation so that it goes to our kids. Number one, no legal hassle. Number two, no tax or less tax. That's what we believe. That's what our company believe, and want to make sure that is everything is on track for your family. Sounds good? So let's continue. All of those service now. What which services which partner we use? Experia does not have those services. We are not an insurance company. We are not an investment company. We are not like banks. What we are? We partnership of some of those companies and provide the services as per your need. As per your need. Your need is different, right? So you went to high school here, you do the graduation here, probably you get a couple million from your ancestor. Versus your need may be different. Your need may be different. You came from somewhere else. Your financial status could be different. Everyone is different. You guys believe that? We believe that everyone is unique and different, so everyone's need is different. So we find on the basis of your need, and your need. Do you know some of those company? Are you familiar with the logo? Yes, yes. Some of you familiar? Okay. The next thing is those are our investment partners. Look at here, Asia. Look at here, Fidelity, the BlackRock. You guys can Google the BlackRock. They have more money than whole Canadian economy. Okay, four times more, aren't you say, right? Look at the Fidelity. They have five times more probably, right? So one company have more money than whole country's GDP. Means what that means? That means they are the good company, and if you partnership with us or through our company, we can provide the services to you and you and you through those big giants. Sounds good? So let's continue that. Is there was a survey done by Smart Money, and what they found after the survey is out of 100 Canadians, or we like to say North America, okay, age 65, what they found is out of 100, 54% of them are financially dependent to their kids or to the government. If they plug out support, they have nowhere to go, no money to live. Okay, 36% of them is still working. Did you guys see at Walmart or Costco? There were senior citizens. They work there. They greet, "Hello, good morning, Prakash." Right? So they need to work. Why? Because as we say, that pension is not enough. They cannot cope with their lifestyle to maintain the lifestyle. They need more money. The pension is not sufficient, so they are still working. 5% people pass away. 4% people have $1 million plus money when they retire, okay? Or you can say asset. 1% people are wealthy, really wealthy, okay? They have 5 million plus. Now let me ask you the question. We are in one of the sophisticated country, the developed country, but when it comes to the finance, okay, 90% of the people face financially challenges at retirement. Look here, 54 plus 36, how much? The 90%. What could be the reason? What do you think? Any guess? Why 90% people face financial challenges at retirement?
Because they've not made enough wealth during their work time, and then they don't have that backup to support after retirement.
Absolutely, that could be one of the reason. Anyone want to guess in the Zoom? What could be the reason that we are one of the developed country, but it's still financially challenged? You guys can type in the chat box, okay? If you cannot tell. So you are absolutely
Lack of
right.
information
Yeah,
about
lack of information
financial.
is another way. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, good.
Financial illiteracy.
Literacy. So literacy, financial knowledge, right? So information is lacking. So all of you are right. So we narrow it down in three major points. The number one is no financial education. We go to the college, what they do, they teach you how to find the job, how to get a knowledge in specific things, get a job. But no one teach in the college how to invest, grow the money, right? The second thing is no financial blueprint. So look at here, we are in the nicer building here. How many times this building was built? How many times this building was built? This is a tricky question. No? Two times he say. Go. How many times this building was built?
Two
Three
times.
times. Okay. One time in the brain. Okay, I'm gonna build this type of building. Second time in the paper, they draft the engineer. Third time they build it real. Okay. So the building actually built three times. First time in the brain, second time in the paper, third time in the real. Any building. Okay. So including the Burj Khalifa. So he was imagining, I want to build the biggest building in the world. He had all the engineers, they drafted it and they did it real. Okay. So same thing in a blueprint. If I want to retire, let's say I'm 43, I want to retire at 60. How many years I have? 17 years. How much money I need? Let's say $5 million. How much I need to save per month? And what is the rate of return should be to achieve that one, right? So you got to write down every single thing and make a blueprint. So from, let's say we all want to go Edmonton from here. Don't you need a map? Right? So we need a map to go to the Edmonton. Otherwise, we just drive here and here and here and come back to office again. Right? So same thing, we need to make a financial blueprint. The third thing is no financial coach. So if we have a legal problem, where do you go? To the lawyer. If we have a medical issues, I'm sick, we go to the Google or we go to the friends or we go to the Dr. Prakash. Where do you go? We go to Dr. Rose or Dr. Prakash, right? So why don't we go to the friends? Because we don't trust the friends. We go to the doctor. But when you have a financial problem or issue or question, where do you go? We go to the friends who are the same or worse than you or broken than you, right? So why? I don't know why. So that is the reason we need financial coach in order to move forward to get success in the life. Sounds good? So let me ask you the question, whatever retirement do you want at your retirement? Do you want to be yourself at 1%, 4%, 36%, or 54%? What about you? What do you want to see yourself? 1%? Okay. Sounds good. Congratulations. You'll be at 1%, but for that, you need to understand the cash flow. Sounds good? If we don't understand the cash flow, it's very tough to be the 1%. Are you ready to understand?
Yep.
Okay. So first thing is employment. We go to the work, we make a money. That is called the employment. And this is the fundament or primary source of the income for many of Canadians and Americans, where you need to actively working for others, right? So employment means, hey, you come work for me, you trade the time, I'll give you the money. Isn't that true? I know how to print the money. Let's say I'm a Sam Walton, Walmart. I know how to print the money, okay? But I need more hand to print the money. So you give your time, I give the money, basis of your quality. So no tax write-off. First we pay the tax, then the money comes. Let's say I work for you, 100,000 is my salary. You give 100,000, all 100,000 comes to my bank account? No. First who comes? Uncle Sam. You know who's Uncle Sam? The CRA, the Trudeau, right? So Uncle Sam comes and takes some of the money, then comes to my bank account. That means my family is secondary, but Uncle Sam is primary for your hard work, right? So that is the thing. So no control over time and money. Anytime they can fire. What about future security? Hiring and firing is very easy, right? It's not like 1950s where you work for 30 or 40 year, get pension, right? So it's totally different. The second thing is the self-employment, where require actively working for yourself. Look at here, the number one, you work actively for others. Here you work actively for yourself. Okay. Tax, yes, there is tax write-off. How that work is, let's say, same thing example. I work for myself, self-employed, make 100,000. All the 100,000 come to my pocket. I do all the expenses. Whatever is left, I file the tax. Okay. So is it better? Let's say in 100,000, I spend 40,000 or 50,000. Now I need to pay the tax only for the remaining 50,000. Sounds good? Then the no control over time and money. For example, some of the profession, let's say, the doctor or accountant, if you do not involve, you don't make money. That means actively you need to involve, right? So future security, some profession, yes, some may not. For example, the lawyer, if you retire from your practice, you need to give all your business to the Law Association of Alberta or your state law bar. Okay, you cannot carry forward. You cannot give to your kids. Sounds good. Same thing with doctor. Let's say I invest lots of money, became doctor. Do you think my son can show that, hey, look at here, my daddy was doctor, come here, I'll check you and give you medicine, right? That doesn't work that way. Sounds good. So the next one is the business owner. Business owner make money, work for them, and don't go work for the money. What they do, the business owner focus on outlet where they can find the multiple source of the income, multiple ways money coming to the family. Either you involve or you don't involve. Look at the Costco. Do you think the owner of the Costco go and open the door? Not really, right? So there is a people who work for Costco and they feel proud because they get some money. But Costco as a owner making money sitting in probably the Florida beach, right? So probably the Cuba or the Mexico, wherever, right? So that means they focus more on the outlet, the passive income. So the last one is investor. Let me ask you, who is the investor? Who is the investor? What do you think, Rose? Who is the investor?
Someone who puts money away
Mm-hmm.
and their money makes money.
Great answer. Let's give one clap to her. So who is the investor? Anyone who invests the money is an investor. You invest $100 per month, that you are an investor. Okay, you are a small investor, not like but that $100 that doesn't need to sleep. The $100 is not tired, right? He keep working day and night. Isn't that true? So whoever is investing the money is an investor, right? So what investor does is money works for you. That $100 you invested per month, it start working for you. Next year, what's going to happen? That became 110. The next year became 120, right? So everything start working for you. That is investor. And what investor does is money compound over the period because money is not tired. Money doesn't need to sleep, right? And the last thing is became legacy. That's the reason the rich people, what they do, they invest, they make assets that transfer to the next generation, right? So rich became rich, poor became poor, right? Especially in the third world country, right? Same thing in the USA as well. Look at here in Canada too, right? So especially in the USA, in all the 3, 4, 5 rich people in last 2 to 3 years, their income doubled. Do you guys know that? Even the 2 years, the most of the people double their income. That means rich get richer, poor get poor. Why? Because of the compounding. You guys know the compounding formula, rule of 72, right? So if you don't know, please talk to the people who invited you. It is a very, the guy named Albert Einstein. He was a genuine guy, right? So he found the compound interest formula, and that work on the investor. Okay, so money makes money for you. So let me ask you the question to all of you. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? On the left hand side or right hand side? Where do you want to see yourself? You want to stay on the left or you want to stay on the right? If you want to stay on the right side, that's a very good answer. Will you achieve your current goal or will you achieve your goal being the right side with your current job? Yes or no? No. So if not, no worries. Experier gives you 3 options. Okay, if you reach what you're doing, you want to be the billionaire or millionaire from your work, that's fine, awesome. If not, you want to be, Experier provides you 3 options. Number 1, learn how to grow your net worth and be on that 1%. Okay. Number 2, you can join our part-time training program, gain in-depth knowledge. And number 3 is you can do the both, where you can work out to develop your net worth and you can learn here, join here, gain a knowledge, and slowly shifting your career if you like to. You want to stay the part-time, no problem. You want to shift your career like me, no problem, right? So open the door for every single things you want to do or want to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, or Mr. Arun, or Mr. Rose, or Mr. Prakash, if I ask you to pick one out of these three today, what one option would you like to pick?
Ultimate.
So you want to do it both? Okay. So here's the thing again. Experior gives you the three options. If I ask you to pick one of those three options today, which one you would like to pick? He say ultimate. Anyone just a carrier? Some of you? Okay. Anyone just to learn how to grow the net worth? Some of you. Okay, congratulations. It must have you wanna pick the ultimate both. For that, let's move forward a little bit further and let's understand concerning of starting the new business. We'll move forward. What are the concerns? What are the challenges we face in order to start the business? You guys decided that you want to learn it, you want to grow it, you want to make it the career. So the first thing is how much time it will take. Let me ask you the question: how much time normally business takes to settle? Any idea?
At least 1.5 to 2 years.
1.5 to 2 year, right? So normally people gonna say 2 to 5 year to take off, right? So, but here it depends. When I joined Experior in 2019, it took me almost 3 to 6 months. Okay, so some people may be faster than me, some people may take a year or two, but it depends. But you'll get it. Okay, how do I find the clients? Look at those 90% of the people who are struggling, who need our services, means they are our clients. Okay, why they come with you? Because you provide the expert service for them. So number three is how do I gain experience? So let's say if I open the pizza store over there and Prakash have a pizza store right there, are we good friends or we are enemies now? Competitors, we fight, right? Man, you come close to me, right? So he doesn't like it. But here we help each other. So how do we gain experience? The classroom trainings, the field trainings, big conventions, so many things to get experience. How big is the investment required? How much tentatively need, let's say if we want to open the pizza store? Probably 200,000, 300,000. And what is the success chances? 50-50, right? But here, give and take $1,000 per year to do the business. What is the best case scenario? You became full-time like me, make passive income like Baljeet, right? Like many of our great leaders. What is the worst case scenario? You get a knowledge, you understand the finance, you implement yourself, and you utilize those things for the rest of the life, and you save some taxes as well. So what are you going to lose? Nothing, right? So best case scenario, you become full-time, make lots of money, passive income, develop business, transfer to the kids. Good. Worst case scenario, you still get some knowledge. You utilize yourself, right? So how big is the investment then? It's not a big. What is the risk? There is no risk. Best case, worst case. I gave both scenarios, right? Now let's move forward. How do I start them, right? So that is the thing. So the starting, what you need to do is you need to do the AOA. We call it Associate Ownership Agreement. Means you're buying the franchise of Experior Financial that cost $150,000, right? No, only the $150, right? But still we reimburse that money, $150, okay? When you get a license. Second, we provide the business, the government gives the license, okay? This is the regulated industry. And 229 for the course, we reimburse when you get your first promotion. And this is the franchise. So you need to pay, you need to invest $39 per month for the offices, for the back office, for the support, everything. Okay. So give and take, that's why I say $1,000 per year to maintain the business. All the benefit, look here, C credit, tools, software, school board, so many things, you will get everything included on that $39. Sounds good? So let's continue here. Why Experior for you is wide range of service provider. Okay. I showed before, we have over 40 carriers, 40 partners to work with. The second thing is building potential. Look the beautiful part. We are in Calgary. You can only build in the Northeast area. Okay? You can go all over the Calgary. You can go all over the Alberta or Canada or USA or all over the globe, right? So you have the flexibility to build brand. There are, we are really protecting our brand. And when we are talking about experience, people like to listen, people like to hear more. And we protect brand. Timing, we just started, okay? Just started, we are in the ground floor. So this is the right time to join so that you get opportunity to move forward. In 2000, how much was the share of the Apple? Do you guys know? Probably $10. And how many times that already split it? Many times, okay? If you invested $10,000 in 2000, probably you became multimillionaire now. Okay, same thing with Tesla, same thing with major company. Right now, same thing with Expedia. Okay, so second thing you're gonna get is ownership of the company and the client, and unlimited income potential, and use opportunity to grow Canada, USA, and across the globe. Okay, so that is the reason Expedia is for you. Now this slide really makes you clear vision of business. Okay, understanding the business we provided, license government gives. Now you door open for the business. What is the purpose of the business? To get a revenue, right? So once you door open the business, you get couple different way you can get revenue. So number one is personal productions. Yeah, you can come in the front. Yeah, personal production. So that means you provided service to the client, you get one-time money, and you get renewal and trial from month 13 until they keep it, until they become the client. Okay, I have about 600 clients, and I'm getting close to 100,000 per year without doing anything, because I became the silent employee of those companies. I provide the services to them. Okay, so this is the only industry where if you work 5 to 10 years, you don't need to work for the rest of the life. Okay, the second thing is, and it's totally optional. Okay, you can develop the team. Let's say Prakashji join with me. If he provide any services to the client, I get one-time money. From month 13, I start getting the renewal trials from them as well. So imagine this way, down the road, let's say you're going to have 100 licensed advisor in your team, and each advisor provide 10 client or 10 families per year, let's say. That will be 1,000 per year. So if you stick on the business 20 year, how many clients there will be? 20,000. If one client provide you $1, just for example, you make $20,000 only from one section. That's the reason, lots of great leaders, including Baljit and other great leaders, making $500,000 million passively without working, because you start compounding the things, compounding the thing. And this is the only company that provide shares, down the road when you hit the certain level, and you get a share of the whole motherhood of the company. Okay, as a shareholder, you get dividends, and there is a production volumes. You hit certain production, you get directly. I believe Experior is the only company that gives the production bonus, carrier bonus directly to the advisor. Otherwise, everyone get to the MG. Okay, so let me summarize here. So you started from this point, initial point, licensing process. You join. Your first title will be financial associate, then senior, then sales manager, then executive director. This is what all the fruits are. Okay, so if you are not there, you're going to be work out to be there. And the best part here, every business, write it down. Three things. What is your entering strategy? How much it costs? What is your sustain strategy? Retention. And the third thing is your exit strategy. Okay, in all business, any business you do, how I can exit? Let's say we have a $10 million, we want to go to Kenya and invest. Okay, what is the starting point? What is the sustain point or running point, and how we can exit from there? Sounds good. Same thing here. How we can enter? $1,000 per year, give and take. What is the sustain? We pay good compensation. What is the exit strategy? You can gift everything. Look at here. You started from this point. Okay, this point. You reach here, 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 here. You reach on the executive director. You can gift this business. Your kids will start from here. Okay, they do not need to go from the zero. The second thing is, let's say the kids doesn't want to take it. Now what happened? You can sell the business to Expedia, get chunk of the money and walk out. Okay, this is like any business. This is any like McDonald's, Tim Horton, whatever you have. If you take it once, you run it once. If you want to give to your kids, they don't need to buy it again. The same thing. You can sell it. And if you are disabled, death or illness or retirement, you can exercise those benefits as well. How much money you're gonna get it when you sell it? This slide will show that if you are executive director and initially at the starting time, you get 75% for 10 years. If you go to the next level like gold, let's say right now I'm on the gold. If I want to sell my business, I'm gonna get 75% whatever is generating my personal, my share, my team, everything. My team is growing, my 75 is growing, right? For 10 years. Then 25% from generation to generation. So Xperi is only company until today that pays your generation, your kids, grandkids, generation to generation, and they don't need to maintain the license. Without license, my son gonna get license, they get 100%. If they don't want to get license, they still continue the fruits for the rest of the life. The work I have done it. Sounds good? So brand, look at here. When you see those companies logo, what clicks in your brain? Oh, Coca-Cola, that's good brands, right? The IBM, the Facebook, isn't that true? So look at here, Airbnb, world largest accommodation provider, owns how many real estate they have? 0, right? What about Alibaba? What about Uber? How many taxi they have? 0, right? Somebody else have a taxi, somebody passenger is here, right? What about Facebook? World most popular media owner. How many content they create? They don't create the content. What about Expedia? We didn't have our own product, but we partnership with financial institution to provide the best services to the clients, to the family. Same the way the Uber works, the way the Facebook works, the way the Airbnb works. Sounds good? So the next one is in our company, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get ownership of the Expedia, number one. Number two is you're gonna get ownership of your clients or book of business. And number three is you're gonna get ownership of your agency. Sounds good? So what we're gonna say is this is the Ray Kroc, the McDonald's. The two most important requirements for major success are number one is being the right place at the right time. And the number two is doing something about it and make a decision. The good thing if we don't make a decision on time, it does not worth it. Do you know that in 1970s or 80s, if you need to get a McDonald's franchise, you could get it $5,000. Do you know that? But today, minimum $1 million. Why? The McDonald's create the value. Same thing with Expedia. Down the road, probably that $150 of franchise fee could be $1,500, could be $100,000. We never know, right? So that means timing is the most important things. And if we make a right decision on the right time, we will get it. With that, thank you for your trust in financial strategy. The road ahead is filled with opportunity, and we are excited to work with you together. Are you ready?
Yes.
With that,
Yes.
thank you very much, all of you. If some of the audience is new, please talk with the people who invited you to in this session so that he will elaborate or he'll describe you more about it. With that, I would like to invite our MC, Mr. Hinok Messengans, to the front. Hinokji, always.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much. So the person that has done the walk, the talk is telling us right now. I believe everybody's excited about this, isn't it?
Yes.
How was that?
Awesome.
Was that good information? So this is what we
Great.
do as Expedia Financial Group. This is what we operate and how we operate. If there is anyone interested in learning more, again, please go back to the person that invited you. Probably you might not be even interested, but ask them, okay, tell me more about this. So the more you know, the more you understand. So without further ado, I will ask one of our amazing leader here, well experienced, Arun Pundari, to the stage. And after Arun Pundari, going to recognize, there is short recognition. But before that, Arun Pundari, please come to the stage.
Thank you for pronouncing my name well. After a long time, right? Yeah. Good morning. Wow. Nice to see all of you, especially those who are here present in the office, in the training hall. Thank you very much for being here. So, my name is Arun, and I'm executive director here with Experior, and I'm working with Experior since 2000, December 2019. And since then, we are all growing, right? So, a little bit about myself. I came to Canada in 2009 with a dream that money will be pouring from all the directions. Right. Is it true?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
Money,
Good luck.
money is all over the tree. You just need to go and get it.
Yes, 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 definitely. You will have to work for that. You will have to go for that. And I started my career with the Walmart. With most of the people, they when they come, they do that, and then I kept on working there as a receiver for the next 1.5 year. Then I bought my house because for the mortgage I had to work over there, right? And then my relatives, it's very important with whom you surround with. And so many my friends and relatives and people from my village, they were driving taxi, and they said, why don't you drive the taxi? And believe me, in those days taxi drivers were making more money than the engineers, and tax write-offs were there, right? But I was never ever satisfied with that, because when I was home, I was also working. I had my good business over there. I was also working as a financial advisor there. Though financial advisors in India, their hands are cuffed, right? Handcuffs are there because they are most of the time they are captive. If you are working with LIC, you're working with them. ICICI, HDFCs, like just like Sun Life here, you're captive there, right? And you cannot exercise your knowledge over there. So, but something happened in my life when I was settled in 2011, and I said, now I should buy the insurance. Then I called a person. He write off the policy, and at same time, I went to the doctor. All the tests were performed. I didn't know that. Unfortunately, my insurance was denied. They said that you might have something serious. Maybe they were indicating towards the blood cancer, which was not the reality though. But I conceived that I might have this, right? Believe me, Sheldon, I believe, right, in the convention here, he said that the person who dies without proper insurance must come back and see what the mess he has created.
Must come back for one day to this earth to see.
And I saw that and felt that when I was alive, because the name was very big, right? For 3 years, I worked so hard, drove taxi for 12 hours, 14 hours. But your active income cannot replace the benefits of insurance. Those who believe that they don't need the insurance and they're working very hard and their active income is enough, they are in a dilemma. It cannot replace that. But after 3 years, these WFG people came to my house. They applied for the insurance because now I got the signal from the doctor, from the specialist, and I got the insurance. They didn't explain me that opportunity very well. And when I was driving taxi, and after the emergence of this technology, I was suspicious that this business will go along. People said that Canada is a land of opportunity. What opportunity? What kind of opportunity we have unless we don't have the knowledge and someone show us the opportunity, right? So after 2 years, I went to their office and their SMD, right? They call it SMD, like we are EDs here. Without wasting a time, he recruited me. And I started over there. They said there's a license. I said, okay, if others are doing, I can also get the license. And within maybe within 1 month, I got the license. My license was activated. Now I was able to write the business, but they have different methodologies, different workers there. Now I said, okay, the first promotion is done. I want to learn more and more. Just tell me this, just tell me this. And trust me, every day after 9:30 to 12, I used to go to the office losing at least $100 every day just to learn, because that was my career. I decided that this is going to be my last career, last profession. I didn't learn much over there. Rajveer, we used to be there in the same office, right? Yes. How much we are getting? Nothing, right? They said that, okay, just set up the meeting, recruiting, set up the meeting. We also do the recruiting, but we have a different system there, right? They just heavily rely on their internal sales, like you were serve over there, right? Internal sales. Bring people, serve them. Next one, next one. But I was there to become financial advisor so that I can help the people. So soon after, I paused it and looking for the other opportunities. Then I visited some other AGA kind of things. They said that you come here, you give us 5 policies, then you will have better contract. Then I said, how about the training? No training. If you are in a trouble serving the clients, call us, we will help you. This is not we can help us. People need competent financial advisors, right? If you are suspicious, if you have doubt, you cannot, excel in any field. Then Experior came to my way. I was very much impressed with the building model of my previous MGA, but I needed the more training. I wanted more compensation. I was surprised that, like, can I get both? Then from Experior, I was getting even more than that. There was a building model and there was a great compensation. FYC plus 140, and those who are new don't understand, just talk to someone who brought you here. I was getting more compensation. I had the building model, and on top of that, the legacy, the ownership, the shares, everything was there. And I believe that was a perfect marriage. And because of that passion and perfect marriage, there are 40 out of that marriage, my teammates, and many more on the way. And compounding. And Arun is unstoppable. Right? So this is how my started with the Experior started. And I was in Toronto last week. We opened our new office over there in Mississauga. Rose was there with me. Vikas was there with me. Your team was there with me, right? So we recruited more people over there. They are all passionate about their business. So this is how we are just expanding our business from coast to coast. Right? And I got the chance to visit my family members over there in Toronto. And the same middle class discussion in the drawing room. How much retirement? How much you will get? And the person who is already 65 plus, but not in a position to get retired. Madhav explained that people working beyond the age of 65, how much they are getting. He will get CPP 548, and he started his career with the bank in 2001. Not 100% full amount of what we call OAS, old age security.
Because you need to stay, I think, 40 years to get.
Yeah.
40 years.
Then if they have some plans from the bank, he might be getting up to 15, 16, 1700, or the GIS, guaranteed income supplement. And that benefit is not for those who are successful. That benefit is for those who are broke financially, those who have not done anything right in their working years. I said, you'll have to downgrade your house. He said, no, then how about the legacy? He said, what are you doing? How much you will be getting as a pension? Unfortunately, I will not get any GIS. But it is fortunately that I am not getting any GIC because my income that I will be getting as a residual income, as a passive income, already is close to 70,000. And I'm pretty much sure that in next coming 2 to 3 years, it will be close to $200,000. And I have zero doubt about that. What they were doing when I was visiting Toronto, this was probably my 6th or 7th trip to the Toronto. I never first time, second time, third time, I didn't achieved what I just went over there and had in my mind. And they were very comfortable. 9 to 5 job, comfortably living over there, no hassle, nothing, right? And now, after 65 years, 67 years, they go to the bed. They said they need not to retire. I said, what do you mean? If you are 67 years old, going to your bed with a burden on your mind that you have to get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock, what you have done right in your career? Talk to yourself. And in our case, we not only getting the passive income on monthly basis, not only monthly basis, we get paychecked 8 times in a month, twice in a week. And yesterday, I showed Sarvjit, it was almost $1,000 as my passive income, you know, and we get 8 times. So I have zero doubt about that. I'm very happy that I'm here and I'm working very hard, and I love it, enjoy it when I help people, show them the dreams, right? This is the power of our business. Story time. Who likes the stories? Okay. So it's a love story.
Valentine time.
Yes. Love story that a boy. Do I have time?
Yeah.
So the boy from Indian Continental fell in love with a girl, and the girl was a princess. And he went to the father of the girl that I want to marry your daughter. We both love each other. Father said that, okay, I just want to make it sure that you are a competent person whom I giving the hand of my daughter. So you'll have to prove yourself, and I will give you 3 chances. What you will have to do? You will have to pull the bull from the tail.
Say it again.
You will have to pull. He is more interested in these kind of things. I know. But still, we have chance to know. So you will have to pull the bull from the tail. So there was a big arena. He was put in the arena, and they opened the bull, and the bull was so aggressive, big, sharp, big horns, and he was reluctant and scared. He said, okay, I have 3 chances. Let's wait for the next one. And the next time, bull was not that big. Not very aggressive. He said, it's slowing down, right? And I have 3 chances. Let's try the next one. And third one, very weak bull. Not aggressive. Could hardly walk. He said, now, let's do it. And when he went behind the bull, there was no tail. गई भैंस पानी में, what do we say? So then he didn't stop, right? Next time, father had another father. He had hens, and he had to just put all those hens in the 30 hens in the cage in 5 minutes. Then grazing, modern day Ranja, right? Look, he was never ever successful. He couldn't get married. So, what is the moral of this story? If someone can tell me. What is the moral of the story?
But don't wait. Don't wait, right? Don't wait.
Success doesn't come easy.
Procrastination, right? He waited for the opportunity, he waited for the opportunities when it is convenient for him. Opportunities, success is not meant for those who procrastinate, right? Those who wait. Never, never, ever wait. Right? Go get it. And you know, want to know the climax of the story? Did the girl find the boy get the match?
No.
No. He ended up while telling the people he couldn't find the match, and he ended up while telling the people that it's not good to be a husband. Yes, that's most of the people do when they are not successful. They said that. So my message to you is that never ever dim your lights for others. People tell you you are not up to that. You cannot do it. Don't do it. No, you can do it. Right now, how we can achieve our goals? How we can do it? Right? By becoming the best version of yourself. You need to work on yourself, right? You can achieve, just think that you can do it, right? Never ever let your fears overcome your dreams. Never ever settle for less. Go for it, right? And the strong people, by now, 10% people are strong and 90% people create the vacuum for the successful people. And if you conceive that you are to become successful, you are to fill that vacuum. That's it. Just 2, 3, 4 steps add those who are working like an average person. Don't be average. Don't settle for less. And those who are successful people, they are never scared. They always have goals in their mind. Achievable goals or difficult goals? No, difficult goals. What others even don't, conceive. Go for the bigger goals, difficult goals. If it is simple, everyone can do it. Go for the bigger goals in your mind and collect all your, I would say, the efforts, right? And the resources. Yes. So it is the willingness that you are ready to do what others not willing to do that. And beautiful part is that those who are successful people, like Madhav said, that they doubled their income. They started exactly from where you are right now. They are self-made millionaires in this world. Say it in India, Ambanis, Adanis, Bill Gates, Jesus. Right? Only thing was that they were not an average people. They were going for it. And how many of you think that failure is opposite to success? How many of you, if you can raise your hand? Anyone else? Opposite to success? Wrong. Failure is part of your success. Right? When you are going for success, there will some tense moments will be there. Anxieties will be there. Sometimes you feel that I should quit it. But that is the point which separates the failures from the successful people. Yes. And success, it is easy to achieve it, but very difficult to keep it, to maintain it, right? Yeah. If you want to keep it, then you will have to inculcate all the good values, all the good qualities. Like in our business, if we are in a people business, we should know how to approach the people, how we can become, I would say, how we communicate with the people, right? Our interpersonal skills, our professional knowledge, our product knowledge, right? Consistency. We should have all the qualities. Otherwise, this success will never be there with you. And believe me, if you don't have all those qualities, and especially the integrity, your integrity should always be intact and no compromise on the integrity. Integrity with your business, integrity with your clients, integrity with your team, and most importantly, integrity to yourself, your dreams, your passion, your family. And if one of these qualities are missing, trust me, this success will be dating someone else. And you won't have any complaint, just the regrets. So you don't want to have any regrets? Be a strong person. Thank you.
Wow.
Very nice.
Where I love Aaron is he have a lot of stories. Pure